Okay, so when we did quadratic equation, so we did only exercise 4.1 and then 4.2, right?
Yeah.
4.3 was not in the syllabus, I think. Yeah. Yeah, completion of
Yeah,
square. Yeah, it's not in the syllabus. And similarly, question 4.4 was also not in the syllabus. No, 4.4 is in the syllabus, which is based upon nature of roots, right? Okay. Yes, Martin. Okay, Sarah. Now in this chapter, quadratic equations, so let us have a revision, right?
Yeah. So, ma'am, real number you will be having them in the next class.
Sorry, please repeat.
The real numbers you will be having it in the next class.
Okay, real numbers. Yeah, I think in the next class I'll take it up. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So now in this chapter, first of all, what exactly you have to cover, right? The first type of questions depends upon formulation of quadratic equation. So you will be giving a word problem and you have to formulate a quadratic equation, right? Okay. Then we come to solution of quadratic equation. So once you have formed your equation, now you have to solve it. So there are two methods. One is called the factorization method, right? Yes, Martin, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. So Martin, today also I'm covering quadratic equation. I'm going to give you some
Alright,
practice questions right here, okay? So let us spend one more class on it, right?
yeah.
Okay. So basically in this chapter, the first type of problems are based upon formulation of quadratic equation. So there's a word problem which is given and you have to arrive at a quadratic equation. Then once you have got the equation, now you have to solve it. So there are different methods. One is called the factorization, or we call it as splitting the middle term, right?
Yeah.
This is one of the name. Anyway, it is factorization method. So ultimately we are arriving at two linear factors, right? Okay. Then another is by using quadratic formula, which is also called the method of completion of square. So this is not in your syllabus this time, but I told you that you have to remember the formula at least. Minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. Because this formula helps you to determine the nature of roots. Understood? And the last exercise is upon nature of roots. What kind of solutions are going to be there that you have to tell. Okay, so 4.1, I think 3 problems were there, which we already discussed. Let us start with exercise 4.2 today. Let us solve it again, right? So close your previous notes and try to solve with me.
Ma'am, you will give the book question.
Let us take NCRT first of all. Let us revise NCRT at least, right?
Yeah.
Or some other, you want some extra questions?
No.
Okay, let us stick to NCRT and then I'll give you some extra questions also. Now first, find the roots of the following quadratic equation by factorization, right? So x square minus of 3x minus of 10 is equal to 0. Okay. Now how do we do it? So you all know, but anyway, this is the coefficient is 1. So you multiply 1 with the last term, 10. Okay. So you have 10, then you have to prime factorize it. Prime factorization means you have to divide only by prime numbers, which you start by 2, 3, 5, right? 7 and so on. Then you have 11, 13, like this. So these numbers you have to choose. So you start with 2 because it's an even number, you can see. So 5 and then 5 into 1. So till you get 1. So these are the factors. So 5 minus 2 is 3, right?
Yes.
Because I want 3 in the middle, but I want minus of 3. So I'll write like 5 with a minus sign and 2 with a plus sign. So ultimately I get minus of 3x, right? And then minus of 10 is equal to 0. So then from the first term, take x common. So x minus 5. Then from here, take 2 common. Then you have x minus again 5, right? Is equal to 0. Then you take x minus 5 common, the whole bracket. Then you have x plus 2, which is equal to 0. So this quadratic equation has been reduced into 2 factors. That is why it is called factorization method, right? Factorization method, because now you have 2 factors. 1 minute, Abdullah is also trying to join. Hello, Abdullah, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, after a long time, Abdullah, everything okay?
Yes, now okay, ma'am. Before
Oh,
it was not okay. That
not
I wasn't
okay.
able. I wasn't able to attend.
Okay, okay. So Abdullah, I think you must have missed some chapters, but anyway, see, currently I'm going through a revision, right? Because after vacations, all of you will be having your exams. So I'm not starting new chapters. I'm one by one, I'm taking up previous chapters again, okay? So today I have started a revision of quadratic equation. So you can join with me, right? We did
Okay,
it
ma'am.
long before, yeah. Quadratic equation. So I'm just discussing what is the factorization method. So my quadratic equation has been reduced into 2 factors. So now one by one, we equate the factors equal to 0. So x minus of 5 equal to 0. So that gives you x is equal to 5, right?
But,
Then
yeah.
x plus 2 is equal to 0. So that gives you x is equal to minus of 2.
Minus 2.
Okay. Right, Martin?
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay, now second question you will do yourself quickly without opening your notes, okay? Just try yourself again. And just tell me the values of x. Don't look at the answers, don't look at the solutions, please. Do it honestly. See, when you have solutions open in front of you, you never, get an idea that where you are stuck in, where you are having problem in understanding. Only if you try to solve it yourself, then only you will come to know that, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Abdullah, tell me one thing. Okay, with me, Abdullah, how many chapters did you cover? Like real numbers, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Like during the class, how many chapters you covered with me? Please tell me. Real numbers we have done, right? Polynomials,
Yes, polynomials, pair
pair
of
of
linear yes, arithmetic progression.
What about quadratic equation?
Yes, we have done that as well,
Okay.
and triangles,
Arithmetic
trigonometry.
Okay, actually arithmetic progression, I started again, Previously I did only one exercise, then I left the chapter. So did you complete exercise? I think second exercise you have not done with me, right? Sum of nth
Yeah.
term.
Yes.
Okay. Triangles we have done. Coordinate geometry, I think also
Yes.
we have done. Yeah. And what
Yes.
about
And
trigonometry
yes, finished, ma'am.
and applications of trigonometry?
Yes, that also completed.
Okay. So apart from that, actually I'm going through revision only. So you have not missed a lot. Only arithmetic progression, second exercise you have missed, Abdullah. So for
Okay, ma'am.
that, I can do one thing. Can I provide you recordings of my classes for that second exercise?
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. So please go through that. And in case if you have problem, then we can have an extra class and discuss sometime.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, Sarah, what are the two factors?
1 minute.
Martin, what are the two factors?
Yeah, I'm doing.
Abdullah.
Ma'am, can you just tell me, like, is
Mhm.
one of the roots coming like in fraction?
Yes.
Okay, just 1 minute.
Yes, Martin. Okay,
I'm
which
doing,
number?
ma'am.
Abdullah, you also try, please. Because it's a long time we did with this chapter. It will help you to revise also. So much of time.
Yeah, ma'am, I'm completed.
Yes. So
Yeah,
what is the answer, Martin?
3 by 2 and minus 2 by 4.
Minus
2 by
2 by
4.
4. No.
Ma'am, mine is only -2.
Yes, Martin, only minus 2. Because ultimately minus 2 by 4 can be reduced as minus of half, right? In the
Yeah.
simplest form. But no, this is not the answer. Okay, let us do it together. So now see where you are making mistakes, okay? So this is, first is 2, right? And this is 6. So 2 into 6 is 12. Is that okay? So you prime
Yeah.
factorize 12. Start with prime number, smallest one, 2. So 2 into 6, then 2 into 3, and then 3 into 1, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you can take pair of 4 and 3, right? Because you want 1 in the
Yeah.
middle. So 2x square, then plus of 4x and minus of 3x because you want plus x, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So take 2x common from the first two terms. So you get x plus 2, right? And then you can take minus of 3 common, then you have x plus 2 because minus is outside. So you have plus 2, right? So then
Yeah.
x plus 2 common, and then you have 2x minus of 3 is equal to 0, right? So x
Yeah.
plus 2 is equal to 0. So this will give you x is equal to minus 2, isn't it?
Yes.
And 2x minus 3 is equal to 0. So this will give you x is equal to 3 divided by 2. So where were you wrong, Martin?
And I took minus 3x plus 4 in the splitting.
Minus 3x plus 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, that way also you can do it. Let us do it. So 2x square plus x minus 6 is equal to 0, right? So you are writing as 2x square minus of 3x and plus of 4x, right?
Yeah.
No
Nice.
problem. You can write like this, no problem. So now you can take only x common, okay? So you have 2x minus of 3, right? From the
Yeah.
first two terms. Then from here, you can again have only 2 common, right?
Yeah.
So you have 2x and then minus of 3. So now 2x minus of 3 you can take, and then you get x plus 2. Same factors you are getting, Martin. So this one will give you x is equal to 3 by 2. This one will give you x is equal to minus 2, right?
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter. You can write this in the first and this second, then also answer will remain same. Okay, so I think I should give you another easy question first, because next is having, anyway, next is easy. Try the third one. Under root 2 x square plus of 7x plus of 5 root 2 is equal to 0. Yes, Abdullah, please unmute your mic.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So Abdullah, now tell me, what will I get if I multiply the coefficient of a and c together? See, this equation is of the form this, right? So first of all, we multiply a into c, isn't it? The coefficient of x
Yes,
square
ma'am.
plus the constant term. So now what will I get here? Please tell me. Come on, what will I get? See, under root 2 multiply by 5 under root 2, right?
Yeah, I'm
Yes.
doing that.
Yes, what will I get from here?
Ma'am, 10.
Okay,
10.
Abdullah. Yes, 10. Okay. So this is 5 into root 2 becomes 2. So this is 10. So you have to prime factorize 10. Now please do it quickly.
2 and 5.
2 and 5, yes, the 2 and 5 combination you can take. Abdullah, do you have maths basic or maths standard?
Standard.
Okay. So those of you who are having standard like Martin and Abdullah, see, you have to practice an additional book also. Don't depend on NCRT, right? Get R.D.
Yeah.
Sharma. R.D. Sharma is a good book. It has many solved examples. If you are not doing exercise, at least cover all the solved examples yourself. So that will give you a good practice of questions.
Yeah, thanks.
And mostly in the exercise also, R.D. Sharma usually put questions which were already asked in the CBSE exam, right? So it gives you a good idea about what kind of questions can come. So at least for quadratic equation, I think you should practice some questions from that book also. Yes, come on. Nobody has told me the answer yet.
Ma'am, root 2 into root 2 is root 2 only, right?
No, it's 2, Sarah. See, under root 2 into under root 2, right? So it can be written as under root 2 into 2, right?
Yeah.
When you have an under root, so what do we do if we want to take out 2? So we take pair, right? One pair means 1, 2 will come out. So answer is 2.
Okay, ma'am.
This is square root, right? If we have cube root, for example, right? So I need at least 3 2 inside. So I'll make pair of 3, like I'll make a combination of 3 2 together. So out of 3 2, only 1 2 will come out. Is that okay?
Yes,
Because this
ma'am.
is cube root and this is square root. So I need at least 2 2 inside. So I mean, or you can write it like this if you try to understand. Okay, just try to understand this thing, all of you. Under root of x means what? It means x to the power half. Everybody know this?
Yeah.
Square root can also be written as power half. Is that okay, Martin?
Yeah.
Yeah, square root means this. I mean, square root. Or if I'm writing, for example, cube root, it means x to the power 1 upon 3. If I'm writing like this fifth root, that means x to the power 1 upon 5. So this thing, I think all of you know. Okay, now come to this thing. Under root 2 into under root 2, right? You are taking square root. So can I write like this? First of all, under root 2 into under root 2 to the power half, no problem.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
becomes 2 into 2 means 2 to the power 2 and then half, right?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
So now the powers are going to multiply. Exponent and power you have studied. So that gives you 2 to the power 1 only, and that gives you 2.
Yeah.
Oh, now is the answer -5 and -2 root 2 by 2.
No, Martin, again wrong. Try again. Abdullah, what is your answer? You're always on mute, Abdullah. Yes, unmute yourself, Abdullah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, have you solved this quadratic equation?
No, ma'am. Still.
Okay, then ask me if you are stuck somewhere, you are having problem, or tell me the answer if you are able to do it.
Ma'am, I
Hmm.
got
Yes.
root 2 and -5 by root 2.
One more mistake. One mistake is there. Okay, now check the answer, all of you, with me, right? See where you are wrong. Plus 7x plus 5 under root 2. Is that okay?
Yeah.
So as I told you, this you will get 10, right? So you are factorizing 10. So 2 into 5 and then 5 into 1. So 5 and 2 combination you can take. So under root 2 x square plus 2x or 5x, whichever you want. You can write 2x plus 5x, right? Because you can see a
Yeah.
5 here, so
Yeah.
I think it will be easy. So 5 under root 2 is equal to 0, right? Now from the first two terms, what can I take common?
X.
Only x, Sarah? See, this 2 can be written as under root 2 into under root 2, this reverse thing.
Yeah.
Yes. So
Yeah.
basically, this 2 means under root 2 multiplied by under root 2. So I can take one under root 2 also outside, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So in the first term, only x will remain plus. Now 1 under root 2 is outside, only 1 under root 2 will remain. Is that okay, Martin?
Yeah.
Yes. Plus. Now I
Uh,
can see 5, I can take common, and x plus under root 2.
Yeah.
Now, sorry, this x is already outside. So x plus under root 2 and then under root 2x plus 5 is equal to 0, right? So x plus under root 2 is equal to 0. So that gives you x is equal to minus of under root 2. So where's your
Oh,
minus, Sarah?
yeah, I forgot to.
No, it's not something to forget. Be careful, okay? And then under root 2x plus 5 is equal to 0. So that means under root 2x is equal to minus of 5, right? And x is
Yeah.
equal to minus of 5 divided by under root 2.
Yeah.
So Martin, please check where you are wrong.
okay, ma'am.
You people are not practicing. I can see very clearly. You people are not practicing any extra question, and that is why such minute mistakes you are making. Okay, next question. So this is only NCERT I'm giving you, right? Which you have already done. X plus 1 upon 8 is equal to 0. Fine, Abdullah? Okay, now this type of question, you cannot split the middle term like this because first of all, you need a number which you have to split, right? You have to prime factorize it. So first thing is to take LCM, right? You
Yes,
have to
ma'am.
remove this fraction first of all. So take LCM, which will be 8 because everywhere you have 1, 1, right? LCM is going to be 8. So this will be 2 into 8. Is that okay? Because
Yeah.
into 8 time this will LCM will go, right? And 8 into 2 is 16x square, right? Minus.
Yes.
Again 8 time the LCM will go, so 8 into x, right?
8.
And
Yeah.
plus, so this will go only one time, so 1 into 1 is 1 is equal to 0. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now in the next step I can multiply this x with 0, cross multiplication, so it will become 0, right? So 16x square minus of 8x plus 1 is equal to 8 into 0. So that becomes 16x square minus 8x plus 1 is equal to 0. Is that okay? Now this is the quadratic equation. Now please do it quickly. Solve it. Abdullah, you will tell me the answer this time.
Ma'am, ma'am, ma'am,
Yes, Sarah, sorry. Yes.
ma'am, I'm having some problem, but I don't know where. Like, I did like 8 LCM, 8 and 16.
Mm, which this is step? No,
No, no, no.
you're solving this. So you're
Yeah,
taking
yeah,
16, right? You're prime
yeah.
factorizing 16. Okay. So what are the factors?
4 and 4.
So 2 into 8, right? Then 2 into 4.
Yeah,
So Martin, is that okay? So 4 and 4 combination you can take, right?
Yeah.
So 16x square, then minus of 8 you want. So you minus 4x and minus 4x, right?
yeah,
Okay. There should not be any problem, Sarah. Now take 4 and x common, right? Because 4 into 4 is 16. So you will have 1 4 and 1 x, right? And
yeah.
minus
So
1.
is it 1/4?
Yeah, it will be 1/4, yes. So then from here you can take minus 1 common, right?
Yeah.
No, take,
Mm.
if I take
Ma'am, I took,
minus 1, yeah, minus 1 common. So you are having 4x, right? And then minus of 1. Because ultimately
oh,
when you will multiply this minus and minus, so it will become plus. So then only you will get a plus 1, isn't it?
ma'am, I did something wrong here.
Yeah, so this is very important. When you are taking minus outside, so that means the sign of the terms are going to change. This term will become positive, this term will become negative. Whenever you have a minus outside, the inside terms are going to have opposite signs. To remember this thing. Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
so you can see 4x has become plus and 1 will become minus. So now you can take 4x minus 1 common and 4x minus 1 common, right? So x is equal to 1/4 and 1/4. Okay, Martin, two answers. Both are 1/4. Because it's a quadratic equation, so two solutions are there.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Okay, fourth question of this part. You can do 100 x square minus of 20x plus 1 is equal to 0. Now this is very easy. Do it.
Is it 1 by 10 and 1 by 10?
Yes, it will be 1 by 10, 1 by 10. Sarah, are you getting it?
Just 1 minute.
Be fast. Okay, now some different types of questions I want to take. Now this type of question you have done, one question. This I also gave in the exam, in the test, if you remember. Under root 3x square plus 10x plus 7 under root 3 is equal to 0, right? It is same this kind of question, like,
Yeah.
right? You have just done it.
Mm.
So ultimately you are going to multiply this. So 7 under root 3 into under root 3. Fine, Sarah? So that means 7 into under root 3 into under root 3 means 3. So 21.
Yeah.
You have to factorize 21, then you can do it. So just take it as a homework, complete this one. Now you can get this type of question also. X square plus 2 under root 2x minus of 6 is equal to 0. Like the middle term can be having an under root. And you have to split it, right? Right? So how will you do it? So let's take one question of this sort. So here you have 6, prime factorize it. So 2 into 3 and 3 into 1. So 3 and 2 are the factors, right? Now, how are you going to make combination so that you get 2 under root 2? Is that okay, Martin?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So in this type of question, now see like this. For example, okay, now 6 is actually what? 6 is 2 into 3, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So can I just break this 2 in under root 2 into under root 2 into 3? Can I write like this?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So can I take this combination and this combination? No problem.
And
No,
yeah.
ma'am.
Because ultimately it's 2 into 3. And you can see that 3 root 2 minus of under root 2. So 3 minus 1, you are getting 2 under root 2. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So 3 under root 2 minus under root 2 that gives you 2 under root 2. So I have to take this combination like 3 under root 2 and under. So one of them you can break because I'm having under root 2. So I can break this 2 into again under root 2 into under root 2. And then I can proceed. So this will become x square plus. So 2 under root 2 can be written as 3 under root 2x minus under root 2x. Is that okay? And then you have minus 6.
Yeah.
So this way you will split the middle term. Now from the first, you can see only x is common. So x plus 3 under root 2, right? Minus. So I'm taking minus outside. So all the terms will become plus first of all, right? Then I can take under root 2 common, right? So I have x here and plus. So basically, Sarah, now 6 was actually this thing, right? I have
Yeah.
separate this part. So this much will remain, right? So under root 2 is outside. So 3 under root 2 will remain. Isn't it, Martin?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Is this understood or not?
Yeah.
Or like we split them into like roots.
Okay. Let me do this step again. Just one more time. Okay, what was my question? Original question was this. X
X
square
square.
plus 2 under root 2x, right? And minus of
Yeah.
6 is equal to 0. So I was actually prime factorizing 6. So 6 was 2 into 3. So 6 was actually 2 into 3, right? So I have broken this like this. Now because I have an under root 2 kind of term here, so I'm further breaking it into under root 2 into under root 2 into 3, right? So I'm taking combination of under root 2 and 3 under root 2. Is that okay? These two together
Yeah.
and this, right? So I have written it like this, okay? Right. Now from the first two terms, it's okay that x minus 3 under root 2. Now here I'm taking minus outside and I'm taking under root 2 outside. So here x and then plus. So out of 6, Martin, right? Out of 6, I have taken root 2 outside. So what will remain? So that you can see from here, 6 was actually this thing, isn't it?
Yeah. So what? 2 into root 3?
Yes, so I have
Sorry to
taken,
interrupt.
yeah, this thing I have taken outside. So ultimately I have to multiply it by this thing. So 3 root 2 will come here. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay, now you can, oh, sorry, this was plus, not minus. So x plus 3 under root 2 and then x minus under root 2. So now you have got your two factors. So this will give you x is
So,
equal to minus 3 by root 2. This gives you x is equal to root 2, right? Simple. So you just have to learn like how to break the middle term. Okay, one last question I'm giving you. Have you
Ma'am, 1
noted?
minute.
Okay,
No,
okay.
no.
Please note, I mean, it's a different kind of question and write this thing also.
Done, ma'am.
Okay. Now this type of question can be there as I gave in the exam also.
can you go back?
Hmm. Okay.
Yeah, I'm done.
Hmm. Okay. Now, as I also gave in the test, you can have this type of question, Sarah. For example, x plus 3 divided by x minus 2, right? Then minus 1 minus x divided by x is equal to 17 by 4. So please don't get scared. The only thing is you have to take LCM and then bring it to a quadratic equation. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
And some things are written here like x is not equal to 0 and 2. So just don't panic about it. It is written because see in the denominator you have x minus 2. So if x is equal to 2, so you have 2 minus 2. That means 0, right? And then something divided by 0 is actually undefined. That you know, right? So we don't want a 0 in the denominator. So x can never be equal to 2. Understood? So that is why it is written. Is that okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Similarly here, like x can never be 0 because if I'll have 1 minus x upon 0, so this term will be not defined. But this term is there, so that is why x can never have value 0. Understood, Martin? So that is why it is written that x is not equal to 0, x is not equal to 2. So you don't have to do anything about it, just leave it. Now come, so come here, I'm just solving
You
one
just
question.
multiply, cross multiply.
Sorry, say Martin again.
Can just cross multiply?
No, before taking LCM, you cannot cross multiply because you have two fractions. You are subtracting two fractions. First of all, you have to do the subtraction. Understood? Board mass, remember?
Yeah.
Yes. First you do addition and subtraction and then you come to multiplication and division. So first
Yeah.
you do subtraction of the two fractions, which you can do by taking LCM, right?
Yes.
So LCM will be x into x minus 2, right? Just the two factors multiplied together.
Yeah.
So x minus 2 is already here. So x will be multiplied with the numerator. Now this time x is already there. So this x minus 2 will be multiplied with the numerator. Fine, Sarah?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Simple, simple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, am I audible, Sarah?
Yes.
Okay, sorry, my internet connectivity is a bit problem today. Anyway, please, can you complete the calculation or should I do it?
Ma'am, you do it.
Give it a try, Sarah. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
X plus 3. So this much I think we have done. X minus 2, right? And then 1 minus X upon X. See, I may again got disconnected. The internet is a bit slow. I don't know why. So in that case, please leave the class. So this will be X into X plus 3, right? Minus X minus 2 into 1 minus X is equal to 17 by 4. So that becomes x square plus 3x and minus. So you get x square minus 2, sorry, minus x square minus 2 plus 2x, right? And divided x square minus 2x is equal to 17 by 4. Yes, am I audible? Please unmute your mic.
Yeah, ma'am. Yeah.
Now open the bracket plus 3x, right? So all the sign will change. Minus of x plus of x square plus of 2 minus of 2x. And in division, x square minus of 2x is equal to 17 by 4. Right? Now you see what you can cancel. Nothing. So x square plus x square, that becomes 2x square. Okay. Now come to the x term. So you have plus 3x, right? And minus of x. So you get 2x and then 2x minus 2x. So x term is gone. So you have only plus 2, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now you simply cross multiply. So 4 into 2x square plus 2 is equal to 17 into x square minus of 2x. Okay. So 4 into 2 is 8 x square plus 2 into 4 is 8 is equal to, this is 17x square minus 17 into 2 is 34x. So you bring one side. So 8x square plus 8 and minus of 17x square and plus 34x is equal to 0. 8 minus 17, how many x? Minus of 9x square. Into 8 is 16 and then 1x